One of the first pieces of climbing gear that you can use when rock climbing is called a harness. Today, I'm going to show you how to handle this particular situation. It's a beautiful day. You've hiked all the way to the base of the rock that you will conquer. You're ready for some climbing, and you pull out a bundled mess from your rock climbing bag. Your rock climbing harness. In essence, a rock climbing harness is what you use to attach yourself to the rope while you're climbing. On a harness, there's a waist belt, 2 leg loops, and then there's also a belay loop that attaches the waist belt to the leg loops. To put on a climbing harness, you will put your right leg through both the waist belt and the right leg loop. Then you will do that with your left leg too. After that, you will pull the waist loop up to your waist and then tighten it. It doesn't need to be super tight. The goal is for your waist belt to feel secure. To test it, what you'll do is you'll take 3 fingers and you'll put it into the side of the waist belt and try to twist. If when you pull your fingers out, they are a jumbled mess, you're good to go. On most harnesses, you will need to thread the webbing back through the buckle one more time to make sure it's extremely secure. This method is called double backing. After you've double backed your waist belt, then you can tighten each of the leg loops. And that's it. So now let's get back to this bundled mess problem that I talked to you about earlier. I'm going to show you my simple strategy to identify the different pieces of the harness really quickly. So to begin with, let's find the belay loop. The belay loop tends to be pretty easy to find since it's kind of unique on the harness. At the top of the belay loop is attached the waist belt. That will be the largest loop that is attached to the belay loop. Now hold the front and the back of the waist belt, so hopefully the leg loops will drop down below. If they don't drop down below, just take some time to figure out how to untangle those leg loops. Now once you've got both the leg loops dropping down below, it's time to focus on those a little bit more. One thing that I like to look at is the piece of webbing that holds the 2 leg loops together. To make sure that both the leg loops are positioned correctly, this line will be as straight as possible. Once you've figured out where your leg loops, your waist belt, and your belay loop are, then you can go and put on your harness just like we showed you earlier. Again, don't be discouraged if you get a little confused while trying to put on a harness. It can be sometimes a tricky task to figure out where this loop and that loop go. And to keep building that confidence, I'm going to be here each week to help you. This video is part of our Intro to Climbing series, so if you're not familiar with climbing yet, I really encourage you to check out the rest of the series. Also, to stay informed about different videos that I have coming out each week, I encourage you to subscribe. And swing by smartrockclimbing.com to say hello, check out some different resources that we have available there, and some of our gear guides. They're pretty helpful, especially if you're new to climbing. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it.